I've been talking to you about your community and about the importance of having a community that you own and you control. So today I'd like to show you how to go about setting up a community like that in eStage. So let me go into one of my eStage projects. That's where you go because the community is on a project level. So to set up a community, you first have to go into your project. Now I'm in this project, Exceptional Marketer, and I'm going to go to my settings up here, and I click on settings, and it will take me to a whole list of my settings, and I want to click on modules. So in modules, I've got community. Now my community is already enabled and open, but if you didn't have your community set up yet, it would just say add community or enable community, and then you could go from there. Now, if you've got a dedicated URL like I do here, then your community will have a URL similar to that. It will not be part of or a page, an extra page in your community. It will be an additional portal in your community. And the URL will be community dot whatever your URL is for your main hub.com. So if we click on this, we'll be taken right to my community. And this is my community. It's a brand new community, not a lot of activity yet. But just to take a look over here, you can add your logo. Everything here is customizable. You can add your logo. You can set up your navigation up here. You have discussions going on here, which is anybody in your community, any member in your community can actually post here by just clicking on here, start, and they can go there. They also, it's interesting, you can have videos you can upload. You can upload photos. You can do a poll in your community if you want to, but you can also do a live. This is actually starting a live event. You can actually go live to all the members in your community. You can schedule the event and you can go live to your members in your community, which is something, it's a separate discussion, but it's an added benefit in your community, and it is a huge benefit. Now, the brains of your community are right up here in your settings. You click up here under your profile picture and you go into settings, and you've got everything here that would control your community. Now, a couple of things. You can have a community in a third party, like a Facebook community and your Facebook groups. That could be your community, or you could pay for one in something like Skool. And there are a number of advantages to having it here and disadvantages to having it there. First of all, if you have a Facebook group or a Skool community and you have members in there, you need to send your members off of your website to a different branded website, somebody else's website, to actually join your community. I think that's a major disadvantage. Here, you keep them on your branded URL. This website is under your URL. Say that 10 times fast. That's point number one. Point number two, some of these are free, and the rule with free is you get what you pay for, and some of them cost money. Like Skool, I believe, costs $97 a month. So you're paying somebody else $97 a month to host your website. And then finally, the number one disadvantage is that you don't own that website. You don't own that community. That community is on somebody else's rented real estate. You're paying a rental. Either you're paying for it or it's free, but they own it. If you run afoul of any of their rules, or if they decide to suspend your community, you could lose everything. All those members are gone because they do not belong to you. Those members belong to the platform that you're using. So get that into your head. You don't own them, and you could lose them as soon as you run afoul of anybody else's rules. Okay, that out of the way, let's take a look. The first thing you've got is your general settings. This is basically what you would expect: a profile picture, who you are, any social links that you want to share, you put there. Then you have security. Security is authentication. You can do two-step if you want, two-step factor authentication. You can do email address. It's up to you, customizable. Then you have billing. Now, billing is if you have a paid group. If you want your community to be paid, then you can charge for them and you can set up your billing through here. All customizable. Then we have the general settings for the community. Logo, you can have any logo you want to upload that. You've got your handle, you've got your secret key, which you may need for some of the processes. So the key is right here. It's available to you. You can go through the rest of it. It's pretty standard stuff that you'd expect to see in general settings on anything that you've ever joined. Then you've got feed topics, which is a different area. Then you've got posts. You've got pending posts, which means pending approval. Now, as an administrator, all the members can post, but you can reserve the right for yourself to either approve or disapprove a post. Say they're spamming links which you don't want, or it's inappropriate material. You can actually not approve that post for appear in your community. You've got hidden posts, which you can show to only certain people. And then you've got reported posts. If somebody reports a post for breaking rules, you can take a look at that as well. Now, up here, you've got navigation, navigation is right here in your community. Here's the navigation up here. And again, this is something that you can set up any way you want to. You can set it up in this section here by going to your navigation. You see here, I've got courses, you got members, you can have that separately, where you actually show all your members. You've got resources, you've got leaderboards, and you've got about. Now, just to show you, in this community, let me go back to the community, which is right here. You've got discussions, which is all this. You've got courses, which are courses which I've uploaded. Some of these are paid, some are free. You've got resources. Resources are, now in the resource section, you can actually add anything that you're an affiliate of. You can actually earn affiliate commissions by recommending some of these different products, and people click on the link and you could get paid for doing that as an affiliate. Then you've got styles. Now styles, once you set up a community, eStage will automatically set a style and theme for that community, or colors, to be very similar to the colors of your project. But you have the ability to change them here if you so want to. Again, everything's customizable. Now, you've also got in your communities, you can have different groups. You're not subject to one community. You can have different groups in your community, and you can give them badges. You can also create levels in your community. If somebody does if they post or comment on posts, you can raise their level and then give them access to other material that they otherwise would not have had access to. It's a great way to create engagement in your community. Then you've got points and rewards. Again, you do the same thing. You've got channels where you can set up different channels. You can have a paid channel. You can have a free channel. You can have other segregated channels for certain things that you want to set up. Again, up to you. Then you've got rules. I have no rules set up yet, but you can set up rules for your community. Make sure they abide by the rules as you see fit. You've got custom emojis, and you've got an about page. The about page is customizable. This is the about page. You can set up the about page. This is the about page for this particular community. And again, everything you see here is customizable. Next, you've got analytics. This is an overview. This is a fairly new community, but it's got members, it's got new members, active members, number of posts. It's got weekly activity, daily activity, monthly activity. Again, all customizable. And then you've got growth. You can see what the growth looks like in your community, how many new members you've got, when you got them. And you've got this other thing, which is content. This is every piece of content you've got in your community. It gives you the ability to reply. It tells you what the top posts are. And it also tells you when you have the most activity. On this particular community, the most activity seems to be taking place between 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. So now you know when is a good time to post in your community, because that's when you've got the most activity in your community. And you've got members, you can show all your members. Then you've got channel settings. Again, you can set the settings yourself, anything you want to, the way you want to. Topics. Then again, we went through post, pending post. You've got IPS management, and you've got add-ons. These are different add-ons in the community. I want to show you this one. This is a mobile app setup. This is unique to this community. You can actually set up your own branded mobile app. It'll be branded to your community and be branded to your website with your URL or your logo. You can set it up again any way you want to. And here it is. You just basically follow the prompts. And this is a legitimate app which will end up on the Apple App Store, which means any of your members now can be directed to download an app. And you can actually contact and deal and talk to your members anytime you want to on a mobile app. This is unique. I don't know any others. There may be others, but I don't know any others that have a mobile app that you can use. And think about this. If you get notifications on your phone, how likely are you to open those up? Very likely. Probably a lot more likely than you would open up an email. So again, this is something you don't want to sleep on, a mobile app in the App Store branded to you, which you control. Next one, you've got all these other things here where you can actually have custom scripts. This is for people who are more advanced. You put in your codes here and you have custom scripts in your community. Again, very, very advanced. And then finally, you've got this thing, which is SEO. You can have SEO to a keyword. You can have it set up for SEO optimization. So that really is the communities in eStage, and that's how you'd set them up. The only criticism I would have of this, if I had to have any criticism, is that there's a lot here. Just like with eStage, there's a lot here. There's a lot to do. But again, with time and patience, you can master it all. But you're not going to set up an app set up a community within 10 minutes if you want to have it totally customized. It takes a little time, it takes a little effort, but anybody can do it. So there you have it. There you have a community in your own URL, in your own project, tied to your project, branded to your URL. It is a community.url, but it's got your branded URL. You don't have to send them off to a different third-party app that can close you down at any time. So there it is. There's a video all about setting up a community in your eStage account. So if you found this one valuable and you got the information, you found something that you can use, please stay tuned for more videos. There'll be more similar videos coming your way that you can also use. In the meantime, download this app, get the community, do your eStage, get your community set up, get your hub set up, and then one more thing coming your way soon. You will be able to use SMS texting very soon. They're working on it right now, and it should be available, if not within the next day or so, within the next week or so. Think about this. You can now text and to your entire community or to an individual member of your community anytime you want to. And again, how often do you ignore a text message? I would say almost never. The open rate for emails, we hope to get a 10 or 20% rate, but you're going to get an open rate. You can get an open rate on text messages for as much as 100%, because you yourself think about how often you ignore or open a text message. So there you have it. There's the video on how to set up a community. Please stay tuned for more videos, additional videos, which will be coming out very shortly. And until next time, best of luck to you.